of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. So LSU's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. LSU quick to the line. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Keep it on the ground. Running with power. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Hold it, open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Coming after him. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious...
Got enough space, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these designed QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat. Take it the distance, and bam, he did it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Everett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has them set up second and short. They want to run this quarterback. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 45. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on it.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 17 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough.
He lets one fly deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going up top. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And it's pretty clear the defensive game plan through 30 minutes has been just try to hang on and hope for the best against these electrifying quarterbacks. Whether it's throwing or running, they've dictated how this game has gone and maybe made those defensive coordinators question their career choices. Going to be fascinating to see which defense cracks the code. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. First down here for the offense. Quarterback keeps it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run the option. Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stuff.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Everett. Makes a move. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision. And you see all those things on one punt return, takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Gets away from one, finds room. He gets a block. Oh, he got loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroaching, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for the big play. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Warriors!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll try to pick up the first. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to buy time. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the comeback is on. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The play action fake. On the move, he fires. It's complete. And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You've got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And he gets the fumble back, but that clock is still an enemy. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Breaks the tackle. He's going to take off. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal, Hawaii.
And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.